So you're thinking you'd like to sell your home, and naturally, you're wondering how much money you'll make doing so. That makes sense. But in order to calculate your profit, you first need to estimate your expenses. Yes, it's not free. It does cost money to sell your home. Let's take a look at an overview of these costs. Remember, your specific state and location will ultimately determine your final cost, so this is just a guideline. Your first cost is the commission you'll pay a real estate agent. This hovers around 5 to 7% of the sale price, so it's certainly a factor to consider. It's also worth knowing what a licensed agent brings to the table for that cost. If you get a great one, that commission is more than worth it in the higher sale price you'll get. Plus, you'll have fewer headaches, stress, and nightmare situations by having someone else manage this complicated transaction for you. Statistics show that most FSBOs, which means for sale by owner, throw in the towel quickly when they realize they're in over their heads. But it's a free country, so watch some YouTube videos and have at it. Just know that more often than not, you come out ahead when you hire a professional to do this for you. You wouldn't try to remove your own appendix, right? Or maybe you would. Second, you'll want to factor in inspections and repairs. Home inspections can easily run from $400 to $700. As for repairs, that's on a case-by-case basis. You'll need to evaluate your situation and determine how much you're willing to spend to get your house ready to sell. Some sellers proactively do a pre-listing inspection and make repairs to reduce the number of issues their buyers will find later. And then they tell prospective buyers everything they've already done for them. Third, you've got seller concessions, which can vary greatly depending on your home, its location, and what the market is doing right now. These concessions usually take the form of home warranties, financial concessions in lieu of repairs, contributions to the buyer's closing costs, or simply reduction in sales price. These costs are heavily dependent on the market. If you're selling in a strong seller's market, there's a good chance you won't have any concessions at all because you've got multiple buyers fighting to buy your home. On the contrary, if you're selling in a buyer's market, your concessions may be more substantial because you're begging people to buy your home. It all depends. And finally, you've got closing costs, which are anywhere from 1 to 3% of the sale price. These include title fees, transfer or excise taxes, escrow fees, recording fees, and prorated property taxes, plus homeowners association fees. Again, many of these will depend heavily on your specific circumstances, so reach out to me if you'd like a more detailed breakdown of what to expect. You'll pay less than the buyer does since their estimated closing costs are 3 to 5% of the sale price. That should make you feel better. Here's the most important takeaway. Expect to spend about 8 to 10% of the sale price for all of these costs combined. If I haven't said this enough, your specific situation will dictate the costs you incur. Your real estate agent can provide you with a net sheet that line items these costs and can give you a more accurate perspective for your property. If you'd like more information about your home, reach out so we can set up time to talk more about how much you'd stand to gain if you sold today. Thanks for watching.